Hi, I'm Debbie with Unforgettable Stamping, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this quick and easy sympathy card featuring the Love Sympathy stamp set. I chose a really pretty color combination of Elegant Eggplant and Pear Pizzazz. It really pops with the Whisper White. So let's get started. Okay, so I have once again turned to one of my favorite products in the catalog, and this is the note card and envelopes that come in a pack of 20. You can get it in either Whisper White or Crumb Cake. That's something new this year with the catalog. And you get 20 pre-scored cards as well as matching envelopes. Now, when these cards are folded up, they are actually a little bit smaller than a regular A2 sized card. It's pre-scored here, so you just fold that over and crisp that edge with a bone folder, and it folds up to 3.5 by 5, and then of course you have the matching envelope. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. And the next thing I'm going to do for the card is I have this Elegant Eggplant cardstock piece. Now I don't know if you can see that color. It really is a beautiful rich purple. I actually had to take my card outside yesterday to photograph it because it just wasn't purple enough with my camera and the indoor lighting. So I hope you can see how pretty that is. So anyway, we're going to use the Fancy Fan folder. This is going to add nice little texture to the cardstock piece. And I'm going to be showing you something new that I just recently got. This is the Texture Boutique made by Sizzix for Stampin' Up, and it is perfect for someone who just wants to add texture. It's priced at $29.95, and it's really light and portable. And if you're just interested in adding texture to pieces, it's a lot more economical for you than the Big Shot. However, you cannot cut like you can with the Big Shot. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a sandwich just like you would with the Big Shot. So you get these two plates, and they're not cutting plates, they're actually just plates to sandwich your folder. And so I have a little shim that I have to use with mine just to give it a little bit tighter fit through, and you're going to again make a sandwich just like with the Big Shot, and you're going to feed it in and just roll that through. Oops. Whoops, I'm shaking the camera here, sorry about that. Going through. It's really quick. Normally I roll it away from me so it's faster, but in order to get it in the video I wanted to do it that way, so sorry about that. Okay, so when you open up the folder, you're going to see that you have this gorgeous texture. Now if you look at my finished card, you notice that the texture really pops a lot more. And the way I did that was by sponging it with ink. So I'm going to take my Elegant Eggplant ink pad and a sponge, and I cut it into wedges, and I added a little piece of cardstock from a punch, folded it over. And the key thing is you want to start light. Just a little bit of ink. I'm not pressing it really hard into the ink pad, and you're just going to use light circular motion. So you're just going to do this. I don't know if you can see. You can always go back and add more. You cannot take it away. So just begin lightly, and if you go in a round little circular motion, it really seems to spread the ink evenly. So can you see how that's starting to come up a little bit more? And it really is fast. It really does make that texture pop. Alrighty, so now I'm just going to set that aside so it completely dries before I add my Whisper White ribbon to it. So again, set that a piece aside. And now I want to stamp my flower image on the Whisper White cardstock. The stamp set again that I'm using is the Love Sympathy. I have this in the wood stamps. And I actually have the old style clamshell case. So you have this gorgeous iris flower that almost looks like it was painted, the Sending Love and Sympathy sentiment, and then a really nice word or phrase to put inside. It says, "To those whom we have loved, never really leave us. They live on and forever in our hearts and cast their radiant light on our every shadow." So that's something nice to put on the inside, especially if it's someone that you're not especially close to, but you just want to let them know that you're thinking about the family. It takes up a little bit more room in the card. So, okay, let's get started. So, with this one, again, I'm going to use my markers, just like I did last week's card. The fat stripe here means that's the brush tip. And I always want to start with my lighter color, so I'm just going to take the side. You don't want to just mash it down. You want to keep that tip pointed. And I'm going to add, carefully, to all the foliage with my Pear Pizzazz marker. Now this one you can buy individually, which is great. The Elegant Eggplant, however, you do have to buy in the Regal's assortment. And I'm just going to take it, and again, using the side, color the flower. Now, as I did that, and because of the lights, the green Pear Pizzazz part has probably already dried. So in order to re-moisten that ink, I'm just going to huff on it, and that's going to re-moisten. It's kind of like when you're cleaning your glasses. You're just going to re-moisten that ink, stamp that down, and there we go. Now, I'm going to add my words on top, and so I need to bring the ink pad back, and I'm just going to stamp the sentiment right across those leaves, just like that. And because the green is so light, you can actually see the words through it. Okay, now I'm going to set that aside. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and take the sentiment for the inside of the card. Oops, got a little purple there. And I'm just going to stamp that, just like that. Okay, now, one thing I forgot to do, that I love to do, is to take my image and put it on my envelope. So I'm going to pull that envelope back, making sure that the flap is there, and I'm going to use that for that. And then, you know what, I'm going to go one more time, since I made a little smudgy there on the bottom, and just go across, and maybe people will be looking at that flower, not at my smudge. Okay, now we just need to assemble everything. So I'm going to take my Elegant Eggplant piece here and my Whisper White. I cut this to 6 inches, and I need to get some tape and tape it across and behind. I think this is the easiest way to secure the ribbon. That way you don't see any ends poking through. Okay, now I'm just going to glue this piece. And remember, this Tombow glue is great. A little bit goes a long way, so you don't need much. Making sure that I put on the right side of the card. Attach that like that, set that aside to dry. Now I'm going to glue this piece, again, just around the outside. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. And then I'm just going to attach it to the front of the card, just like this. And it's all done. So you can tell that was a really fast card. You could certainly make several of these all at one time. You just have to re-ink the flower every time. But cut out a few, have a few on hand. You never know when you need a sympathy card, and this way you'll have it as soon as you hear some bad news and need to send somebody some love in the mail. Thanks for watching my video today. Again, if you'd like to get the dimensions and the supply list, please hop over to my blog and subscribe to my newsletter, and I'll be happy to send that to you. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.